Hey, what's up, guys? This is Big Rob's Little Podcast, and I am your host, as always, Rob Dilt. And on today's podcast, it's a little bit special. I'll tell you why in a little bit. Uh, but first, today is Super Bowl Sunday. That's right, Super Bowl 52 is today, and I'm obviously repping football attire. Uh, Supporting the NFL, of course, as you can see by the logo right here. Of course, I'm wearing my Green Bay Packers attire, but unfortunately, they're not in the Super Bowl this year, which is all right. Um, but hey, I mean, why not support the Super Bowl any way you can by wearing NFL gear, right? So, of course, I got my Green Bay hat on, Green Bay jersey, Aaron Rodgers, number 12, although on my screen it looks reversed, so it looks like one's obviously here, and like the 12, like the 2 for the 12 is, backwards or whatever. So, yeah, enough of that. My prediction for Super Bowl. I do not want Tom Brady winning his 6th Super Bowl ring. He's already won 5. He's already acknowledged as the GOAT, quote unquote, of football, of the NFL. I personally think differently, despite him having 5 Super Bowl rings. Patriots, I mean, they don't need this win. And I believe with the way the Eagles played this year, the Philadelphia Eagles had an amazing season. Their record was phenomenal this year, I should say. So why not? I mean, I see them. That's my prediction. I see the Philadelphia Eagles winning the Super Bowl this year. The Patriots won the Super Bowl against the Seattle Seahawks, and a moment to try and gather my thoughts here. The Patriots were up against the Seahawks in the previous Super Bowl meeting, and the Patriots were obviously accused and found out later that they did, in fact, get acknowledged with a Deflategate situation. So, I mean, the way I see it, the Patriots now, in my eyes, they don't deserve another Super Bowl win, especially right now at this moment, at this point in time where the Philadelphia Eagles, they had a great season, like I said. So, of course, I believe the Eagles should win the Super Bowl. So that's my prediction. And I know there's going to be a lot of hate towards that, and there's going to be also people that support my decision with going with the Eagles. A lot of people I know are going with the Eagles, and of course they're not betting people, so the odds right now are more in favor of apparently the Patriots than the Eagles. But I see everyone I've talked to here in my hometown in Welland, Ontario, in Canada, they've all said Eagles, so they don't want to see the Patriots win either. For those that are watching right now, actually, you can join in on my discussion about Super Bowl 52 and weigh in with your predictions as well, because there's a live chat with this video that's currently enabled. So, currently right now, I'm the only person that's doing the live chat. So, I mean, if anybody else wants to join in and give a comment on what you guys think about Super Bowl 52 and what your predictions are, that would be awesome. But yeah, so I'm not personally watching the Super Bowl tonight. I mean, I might tune in here and there. Either way, I'll stay updated with the app that I have on my phone, the Score. That'll probably keep me updated with the game, of course, or like tuning in and out of the game when I see fit. Enough about that, though, because I don't see anybody actually commenting. So I had something really exciting happen today, and for those of you who know me, pardon me, I go to church on Sundays. I attend church regularly with my aunt on Sundays. You know, the only times I would really miss church is if I was sick or if I was away out of the city for that weekend. So, yeah, at church today, being that it is Super Bowl Sunday, and apparently it's the third most noted American holiday or something like that in America, because it's a joke, obviously, that my minister of my church, Martha, came up with. I wouldn't say she came up with it, but I guess it's an ongoing joke in ministry with the ministers. So apparently, yeah, Super Bowl Sunday, one of the most celebrated holidays, quote unquote, in America. So yeah, you're gonna have all your spread of snacks, got your gear on, you're gonna be sitting there yelling at the TV. But that's besides the point. Today we were blessed and privileged and honored in welcoming a former CFL player. And as I read from the description of my video, he's a former CFL player, like I said, back-to-back Grey Cup champion. He is Sandy Annunziata, a former two-time Edmonton Eskimo, former Cat player, former Blue Bomber, and former Argo. Annunziata won a Grey Cup with the Argos in 2004, and then repeated as the champ, with the Eskimos in 2005. So, Sandy Annunziato, he was a great guy to talk to. He obviously encouraged us with a message this morning, and it was real fun to get to know him a bit more, and I was able to actually conduct an interview with him today regarding his thoughts on being back-to-back Super Bowl champs, along with I asked him if there was any huge difference between college football and, of course, CFL, to which he answered. So right now I'm going to play the audio back to that. So my first question to him was how he felt, or what was it like to be a two-time Grey Cup champion. So here's the first answer. I seem to be having problems with the audio, so
got traded away from Toronto, and I was the only player from the starting squad to be traded away. It was kind of bittersweet because I wanted to finish my career there. And then when I got the opportunity in Edmonton to take on that leadership role, and we won another Grey Cup, it was almost like poetic justice. So being the only back-to-back Grey Cup champion, that was special. Yeah, so you went with the Argos and the Eskimos. That's right.
And as you heard there, Annunziato was actually thrilled, and said that it was a bittersweet moment to be back-to-back Grey Cup champions and the only one to do so. My second question to him was if there was a huge difference in his opinion between college football and the CFL. So here's that.
The biggest difference is the amount of dedication and the amount of commitment that goes into being a professional athlete.
Right.
And it's not about juggling your schoolwork and your summer job and football practice after your classes. That's your job. That's your commitment. And it's a 24/7, 12-month-year endeavor. And if you approach it that way, then you're going to have longevity. And I'm very grateful to say I've played 11 years, and considering the average career expectancy of a pro football player is 3 years, it speaks to the dedication and commitment that you need to have.
So there you have it. Sandy Annunziato, sorry. My apologies. Yeah, he goes on to say, like he said, that for him to play 11 years of football, where the expectancy is 3 years, is beyond amazing. I mean, Annunziata serves as a CEO of Body Science Limited, an athlete management, media prep, and consulting firm. Before starting his company in 2007, he enjoyed an 11-year professional football career in the CFL, winning 2 Grey Cups and multiple individual awards. And upon retirement, he has transitioned to television and radio media as a commentator, color analyst for TSN, a writer and columnist for Yahoo Sports, and a current event political pundit for News Talk 1010. Annunziata played 4 years at the University of Western and was a member of their Vanier Cup winning team. He was also named to the OUAA First Team All-Star selection in '92. Sandy won 2 Grey Cups with the Argos in 2004 and the Eskimos in 2005. So obviously, like I said, back-to-back during his 11-year career in CFL. He was signed by the Edmonton Eskimos in 1995, Winnipeg Blue Bombers in 1997, Toronto Argonauts in 2000, and of course ended with the Edmonton Eskimos in 2005 up until his retirement. And in his 11-year professional football career, he played in 166 games. So, yeah, that's pretty crazy. And apparently here on the Wikipedia page for him, I mean, it's not all up to date and stuff, but it says he was drafted by the Calgary Stampeders, but yet he played, obviously, in his debut with the Edmonton Eskimos. So it was great talking with him, and if I had the chance to do it all over again, I would. I got to see, and not only see the rings, his championship rings, but I got to try them on my ring fingers. And let me tell you something, they are huge. And then I had a problem almost with trying to get them off, but you get that with rings, obviously. So it was a surreal moment for me. And I'm glad that I got to experience this and interview him. And, I might hopefully try and communicate with him more to see if he'll actually be a guest on my podcast. I know having this audio clip for you guys at the recording of the interview was pretty helpful, and it was pretty cool to add. So, again, I want to take the time to thank Sandy Annunziata for not only being interviewed by me and taking the time to talk to me, or talk with me, I should say, but thanks for coming and giving your message this morning at my church. I go to, of course, Central United Church here in Welland. For those that don't know. So, something to take away from this podcast is that never give up on your dream. Stay dedicated, stay committed. If you do that, you can achieve great things. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys for watching and tuning into Big Rob's Little Podcast. And I will be back hopefully on Friday with another podcast. You can like Big Rob's Little Podcast Facebook page. You can follow me on Twitter. I was going to say search, but you can follow me on Twitter by searching at official BRLP. Of course, I share my videos on both my Facebook and my Twitter and Snapchat, of course. I usually send snaps to all my friends that I have on Snapchat with a link that they can watch the podcast back. And of course, if you weren't able to hear the audio clip of the interview quite well, you can message me and I can set things up where I can play it back to you or send it to you so you can listen. But other than that, like I said, follow me on social media. You can subscribe to me here on YouTube even to stay up to date with Big Rob's Little Podcast. Until then, guys, take care. Have a good Super Bowl Sunday. And go Eagles. Just kidding. Go Packers.